So BSA as a company, they started in the 1860s making armaments, making guns basically, and they expanded to make lathes and tooling, and then they opened their motorcycle section in 1903, but they didn't actually produce the first motorcycle until 1910, so they were actually quite a late starter in terms of motorcycling, because I think Ariel and Triumph and Douglas were well in production by then. So it was at one time one of the biggest motorcycle companies in the world. The claim was in the 50s that one in every 4 motorcycles sold worldwide was a BSA. So that's pretty impressive, really, pretty impressive. Anyway, what happened was obviously the rise of the Japanese market after World War II, and they were coming up with modern bikes with electric starters, and they didn't leak oil. And I think along with a lot of industry in the UK, BSA struggled after World War II because they were still using equipment made in the 1910s, 1920s. They didn't have the capacity to upgrade the equipment, whereas in Japan they were starting from scratch after World War II, I believe. So the product the Japanese were developing was really superior to British bikes. So by the 60s, the Japanese bikes had got a foothold in the UK, and they started competing in the Isle of Man races. And then by the 70s, it was really a one-way trip for BSA, and they went bust. I think it was in 1974. Yeah, all very sad. The end of a company that had been making bikes since 1910. So